Good morning, this is Onyabike Adventures. My name's Hawk, and today we're checking out the amazing bridges of Danang City. Now guys, if you're planning a trip to Vietnam, you might want to consider spending a few days in Danang. Our head office is in Danang, and that's where most of our Central Vietnam motorbike tours will start or finish at. Now Danang is cut through the middle by the River Han, and for most of its history Danang did not have any bridges. People would cross the river by boat, by ferry, and then when the French came in they put in one bridge. When the Americans were here they put in another bridge, and then in the last 20 years the Danang government have built some absolutely amazing bridges, great architecture and some real great sights. If you are coming to Danang, you might want to spend a day checking out the sights of Danang, including some of these great bridges. So today we're going to take a ride around Danang, crossing over the river, and tell you about these amazing bridges that you might want to come and see. So enough talking, time for me to shut up and get on your bike. Here at the mouth of the Han River we find the Tuan Phuoc suspension bridge. Now this bridge is probably Danang's most impressive, certainly its largest bridge. It's 1.8 kilometers long, spanning over 400 meters of river. It was built between 2003 to 2009, 6 years, and over 42 million US dollars to build. The central pillars stand over 80 meters high, and it's a real fantastic spot to appreciate the view. It's really nice to stand in the middle of the bridge and have a look out. You've got a fantastic view over this way to see the Nghi Van Mountain and the Nghi Van Pass. Behind this way you can see Son Tra Mountain, and looking inland you get a fantastic view over the entire city of Danang. So a real nice bridge and a good place to stop and appreciate the view. Central to Danang's business district is the Han River Bridge. Now this bridge was opened in the year 2000, a 3-year construction project from 1997. And when it was opened it was the first swing bridge in Vietnam. Now the bridge actually pivots on its central foundation by 90 degrees, the entire bridge swinging round to open for any taller ships that need to pass underneath. Now back when they built this bridge there would have been quite regular ships coming in and out of the river. Nowadays the bridge only opens once a week, and it does that late in the night, about 11 p.m. to midnight on the weekends only. It's very rare these days that you get taller ships needing to go up the river. But yeah, a real great piece of architecture, and again much more beautiful at night when it puts on a really great light show. Probably the most impressive sight in Danang is the famous Dragon Bridge. This is a bridge that not only looks like a dragon, it actually breathes fire. The bridge was built between 2009 and 2013, opening on the 29th of March 2013, Liberation Day for Danang. The same day they opened the Chanti Lee Bridge. The two bridges built at the same time and opened on the same day. In fact, they started building the Dragon Bridge and the Chanti Lee Bridge the very day after they opened the Tuan Phuoc Bridge that we saw at the mouth of the river. Now the Dragon Bridge spans 200 meters of the river, but the bridge structure itself is exactly 666 meters long, 666. Sure, that's not a coincidence. And the bridge looks incredible in the daytime, but the most impressive is at the night when it actually does its fire display. Now if you want to see the Dragon breathe fire, you need to come here on a Saturday or a Sunday at exactly 9 p.m. and just sometimes on special other holidays throughout the year. You get a 5-minute show. It does 2 minutes of breathing giant fireballs from a gas pipe in the mouth, followed by 3 minutes of a water spray, and it's really a great spectacle. And if you are in Danang and it is a weekend, make sure you come and see the Dragon breathe fire. Doesn't do it in the daytime unless you're very special and you really ask it nicely. So that's the Dragon Bridge. Next to the mighty Chanti Lee Bridge is the Nghi Van Bridge walking bridge. It was built in 1965 by the Americans. At the time there was only one bridge across the river, and that was a railway bridge. The Nghi Van Bridge is now only walking and bicycle access only. Nghi Van was a Vietnamese national hero, an assassin fighting for the National Liberation Front, or Viet Cong. He was caught trying to blow up the Cong Lee Bridge in Saigon in order to assassinate the US Secretary of Defense Robert McNamara. At just 24 years old, he was executed by firing squad later that year, immediately becoming a folk hero, and his name lives on in many roads, parks and schools, and of course this great bridge in Danang. Just next to the Nghi Van Bridge walking bridge, we find the Chanti Lee Bridge. Now this is one of Danang's most impressive pieces of architecture. The bridge is made using a 145-meter tower, and it's supposed to represent a sail filled with air. It was also opened on Liberation Day in 2013, the same day as the Dragon Bridge. In order to build this beautiful bridge, they actually had to tear down the old railway bridge that had been here since the 1950s. Now Chanti Lee herself was another Vietnamese revolutionary. She was captured and held in a Saigon prison by the French and tortured for many months. After being broken out of prison by the Viet Minh, she then lived out the rest of her life and later became a hero. Now the last bridge I want to talk to you about is called the Golden Bridge. Now to see the Golden Bridge you have to go to Barnard Hills Theme Park and Resort. So it's about 40 kilometers away from Danang, and Barnard Hills itself you have to take a cable car. You go up to the top of a mountain where they've turned an old French hill station into a modern day theme park. So not part of today's ride, but something you might want to consider visiting when you come to Danang. If you are planning a visit to Danang, you'll find all sorts of interesting things to do, not just looking at bridges. Obviously, if you are in Vietnam, the best thing to do is jump on a motorbike and go out on tour. Now, Onyabike Adventures run tours throughout the whole of Vietnam. We ride in the north, the centre and the south, with tours from 1 day up to 21 days long if you want to see the whole country in one go. We have tours for riders of all abilities, and if you are in the Danang or Hoi An area, we have tours for pillion riders who do not have their own license. They can sit on the back with our staff looking after them. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please hit the like button. Guys, if you want to know more about Vietnam, if you love motorbikes, or you just need to see more of me, all you've got to do is subscribe to the channel and stay up to date with all of our latest videos. So that's all we've got time for today. Time for me to shut up and get on your bike.